I'm coming in with no makeup because I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna be using a bunch of new things that I have acquired as of late. I have the highlighting blushes from NARS. I also have the new NARS highlighter. I also have the Hourglass highlighter. I have, this one. I really want to try this one. That's the base thinner from One Size in the golden shade. Really want to try that. And I also have the new bronzer by Tarte. Looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to try it. And I also found, I forgot about this one. I don't know, is that a sign? Is that a sign? I forgot about it. That's the gloss from Prada and it looks absolutely incredible. And of course, I'm gonna do another look with the Huldra palette. This is Cinch Beauty, the Huldra. This one is launching on Friday together with the lashes. I do have a full video on this and we'll leave a link to that down below. I'm gonna do another look with this palette. And I have a fresh one that I'm digging into. Look, it looks absolutely, I'm so excited about this. This is my own brand, Cinch Beauty. This one is launching on Friday. There's also going to be the lashes. It's going to be singles like this and also a 3-pack. Plus I am restocking Paisley Hoot. All of that is happening on Friday the 29th. I will leave the information about that down below. But today, that's just going to be a part of the video, but I'm going to do a full face. And I do want to try the new One Size based thinner. I love this product. I've been talking about this product for so long. And this one is a more bronzy shade. And I think that's going to be perfect. I'm actually going to mix this. Will this be a mistake? I don't know, but I've been wearing the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow tint. I absolutely love it. You can see how much I've been using this. Fairly sure I mentioned this as a yearly favorite last year, and I'm going to be mixing these two, but I'm going to use it with, that's how I love using this one. I love using it with, you can see I'm almost out of this one too. This is the Gripping Primer by e.l.f. And I love using these together because I feel like it makes the foundation, because I don't have a problem with this foundation breaking up or becoming like oilier on my skin. It just looks glowy without being greasy or oily. And with this base, like the gripping primer underneath, I feel like I can really, like it holds on to the foundation. So it looks fresh and doesn't move around throughout the day and it doesn't look glowy. And this is my favorite way of using that tint is together with the gripping primer. So I'm putting this on, let's zoom in and let's mix those two together and let's cross our fingers, say a prayer and hope that it doesn't turn out crazy. I think it's gonna be great. I hope it's gonna be great. Okay, let's give this a little shakeroo and I'm gonna do one pump. I'm already regretting this. And I'll do 1.5 of the other one. And let's see what we get. Ooh, I actually do really like the color of that. I do think this will be good. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna use my trusty little mirror and I have a sponge and I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Because again, I don't want like a full coverage today. I'm thinking like, you know, just a sheer base. And that's what these base thinners are perfect for. It shears out your foundations without disrupting the formula. Usually, I haven't had the problem with their disrupting the formula because it's like a gel-like, it's not greasy and it has a little bit of glow to it. So it just makes the foundation into more of a glowy, the more you add, the more a glowy skin tint it becomes. And this one is already a glowy skin tint, but I was thinking we could have something like really low coverage today. I do need a little extra coverage here. I slept with a moisturizer that's very heavy, which I know that's gonna break me out. That always breaks me out, having like a very heavy moisturizer, but like I needed it. But now I'm regretting it. So I'm gonna be using a little bit of concealer and I'm gonna do, oh, here it is. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of covering up. This is the Airbrush Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. This one I don't know how I feel about this one. I think it's a little heavy. Like if I use too much, it becomes cakey, heavy, too much. So I have to go in very lightly with this one. But since I'm looking, you know, for a little coverage today, I was thinking maybe this could be fine. So I'm gonna actually like let that one sit for a little bit and we might go in. I wanna make sure that it's like drying down a little bit so it gets to be even more coverage. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte. I bought this one. This is the Macaron Sculpt and Bronze Duo. I got it in brown sugar. So in Italy, I live in Italy, they only had two shades. They had one that was darker and one that was lighter, and the darker one was definitely too dark for me. I'm hoping that this will be a good shade. I love these like blush duos, and this is what it looks like. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. I have swatched this and it swatches beautifully. It is a powder and it is a cream. And I personally, I might be wrong, but I don't think they have like a sheen to it. Oh, that picks up a lot. Okay, so it's a very creamy cream. So this is gonna be more of a subtle sculpt, which again, I don't necessarily hate. I've been in my like subtle bronze era and I actually think that this will be pretty good. Like that looks good, right? I'm gonna do a little bit in my forehead. I'm actually gonna be using the mirror in this palette. I'm gonna hold it up. The Cinch palettes always have like a big mirror, and I am gonna start blending the concealer and seeing what we get. I think the bronze is looking really, I overall think the complexion is looking really fresh and nice. Just that this little breakout needs to be covered in one way or another, okay? Just blending around the edges a little bit. Like I said, I think it's looking really good. We just need to set it with some powder and see what we get. I'm gonna be using my normal handy dandy Glam Light powder. And I am gonna see, I might need a little bit more on the chin later, but I think for right now, I'm just gonna set my T-zone with powder, and then we'll use the bronze powder after. I'm gonna go do my brows, and we'll go in with some bronzer powder. I do think this is looking pretty good. While I was doing my brows, my assistant came in with coffee. With my assistant, I mean my husband. And also, I am joking, he's not my assistant. But he's really good at making coffee. Look at this mug, by the way. I bought this mug when we moved here because I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself to like yellow glass mug. It's affordable, okay? I will link it up below, actually. But I did buy this one myself. It comes with matching, doesn't come with, but like you can buy matching little plates and matching bowls. And I just bought 2 of each, like a little breakfast set. Absolutely love it. I think I'm gonna apply the gloss first before we start doing any of the other things. I'm just gonna do Optimistic Oak. You can see I've used this one a lot. It's starting to get a little bit smaller, and then we're gonna go in with the Prada gloss. This one, actually, let me show you this one before we get in. It is the one that is the yellow with the pink duochrome. So this is a sheer glowy gloss, and it is yellow with a pinky peach duochrome glow to it. I saw it in store and I was like, immediately, yes, I've seen what I needed to see. I absolutely need this one. So I bought this one in Sweden. Did I? No, I bought this one here in Torino when we went here to sign the contract for our lease before we moved here. And then I kind of forgot I had it. If that is not the most makeup creator like comment you've ever heard in your life, like who does that? Who buys a product gloss and forgets about it? I blame moving brain, okay? It's been rough in these streets. I think this brown like neutral lip liner will be perfect. Ooh. Smells almost like a fruity popsicle. Yeah, it smells very fruity and nice. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a warm peach. I'm just gonna apply a lot because who's gonna stop me, huh? Who's gonna stop me? You know what it smells like? It smells like banana candy. Is it meant to smell like banana candy? What is, I was gonna say flavor. What is the color? What is it called? Banana yellow. It's literally called banana yellow. It smells like banana candy. Did they put banana? And I did not even know. Ooh, This is like a bonus. Look at that. Oh, it literally smells like banana, like marshmallows. That is such a good color. Okay, I'm very excited. I mean, this is expensive, but at least like you're getting something not sticky at all. Very nice. I mean, again, expensive, but at least you're getting something good. Let me do the powder side now. Again, I do need. I miss my mirror so much. Eventually. I love that I'm not even at soon. I'm like at eventually now, but soon I will be getting my stuff here, and I am hoping and praying that my mirror has survived the move, because I was like, oh, I can't wait for my mirror. I'm gonna buy a new one. They discontinued it. So if it broke in the move, I literally am back at square one, but I miss my mirror so much. It's such a good one. It's from IKEA, but again, they discontinued it. So I'm like, oh, if I can't find it, I am screwed. Okay, the powder is looking, I feel like this is a good bronzer shade for me, actually. I was worried it was going to be too light, but I actually think it's perfect. And then I'm just buffing a little bit on the edges to just even everything out. Actually looks really good. I'm not going to be using this one today, but I did purchase this one and I want to talk about it a bit. This is the REM Beauty. This is the blush and highlighter stick. So this is a blush and highlighter like hybrid stick, and I got it in Love Spell. I've been using this one a lot, and this is really nice. It's a little bit more of a stiffer stick, so I definitely recommend going in with your brush on the stick and on the cheeks, but it looks stunning on the cheeks. I've been really enjoying this one. It's really beautiful, and REM Beauty is sold at Sephora here. So if I want to get more REM Beauty, it's really easy for me to get a hold of. That's really good for me. But I gotta tell you, I am so excited about these because these became available. These are the light reflecting luminizing blushes. And if you know anything about me and my content, I mentioned the highlighters that were released last year as one of my yearly favorites. And this is same packaging. This is in Love Deep, same packaging, but it is a blush highlighter hybrid. Look at this one. So pretty. And then we have the second shade. I got the shade Lucky Love, and I think this one is more like a brighter pink. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I will show you some swatches of these, but they look incredible. I think I'm gonna use the Love Deep, the one that's a little bit more muted today, simply because I am working with the Huldra palette and it is not as bright. So I think we'll be going in with that one. But these, I'm so like head over heels excited about these. So I'm gonna go in with what I like to use as a blush brush. This is from Cinch Beauty. It is an F06. And I'm just gonna see if I can use this mirror. Satisfying. Okay. Ooh, very glowy. Doesn't feel glittery, just very glowy. Again, I did buy a highlighter too, so we'll put a little bit. I'll put a little bit of that one on too, but that one looks so beautiful. And when I was in Barcelona, because I just went to Barcelona with my Trova trip, I did see all of these in store and all the colors looked incredible. And honestly, I'm not against buying even more because they looked so beautiful. Ooh, yeah, that is so pretty. So let me talk about the Hourglass highlighter, because I do have this one and I have already swatched this one. I got the shade Infinite. Infinite, yes. I'm like, did I or am I lying? No, I got the shade Infinite, and I'll put a reel up here because I did actually swatch this one in sunlight and it looks really beautiful. Like, this is the kind of formula that you can tell when something is a good formula to mix with, because it is liquidy but not watery, almost a little bit more gel-like. It is not like fatty. I think this one would be a perfect mixer as well. I'm very excited to put this one on my skin, except my hand, of course, but I won't be doing that today because I do want to try this new NARS one. I got it in Heavenly. It's just a regular NARS packaging, like a soft matte plastic. And I got the one that's a little bit of a peachy pinky sheen. I am, again, super, super excited to be trying this. I think I'm gonna go in with the a highlighter brush on the stick and just apply a little bit on the cheeks. I love how I was gonna say I'm gonna clean off my brush. I'm not. I'm just cleaning it on my pants like a pro. Okay, I'm doing this. Oh, it definitely picks up on this brush, the F07. I made this one to work both with powders, gels, creams, those like putty formulas, because it is tapered all the way around and it picks up products really well. So it's really good with cream products too. Let me see if I can. I will say the product gloss has a little bit of a taste to it. I don't like love that. Ooh, yeah, I definitely feel like there's something. Oh, you could definitely put that on top. I don't feel like it's separating. It feels a little sticky. I wonder if this is, because you can almost see with the texture here, I wonder if this is one of those, you know, like the balm stick from House Labs that kind of dried down. Like it felt a little sticky first and then dried down. We will try it and see. So I'm doing this now, and at the end of the video, let's touch the cheeks and see where we're at. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible though. Wowza. Okay, let's do a little primer and then we can do eyeshadow. So this is what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna do Bad Luck together with Root, and I think I'm gonna do like a grunge mauve crease. And I'm gonna use Secret and I'm gonna use Seducing on the lid as like a green moment. And I might use Secret and Trance in my inner corner. This is what I'm thinking. I'm hoping for the best here, guys. So I'm gonna just start with Bad Luck. And I'm gonna put that in, I'm guessing, the outer part of my crease. And I'm just gonna blend this out. How much far in? Wow, that is not English, baby. I think I'm gonna put it like here, like half the eye. I hope you can see. Oh my gosh. It's, again, I won't complain about my mirror one more time. Okay, one more time, last time. This is really hard without my mirror and without my viewfinder, but I hope I'm in focus. I hope I can show you. So, like that, right? Ooh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Okay, now I'm gonna switch brush. I'm gonna do a smaller one. This is an EO2, and I'm gonna do Root, which is a very dark, grungy brown with a green undertone. And I think, oh, look at that. And I think we're gonna do that in the outer corner. Like, look at that. I think this will be such, like I said, a grunge mauve. Stay with me. I'm just applying some of the same on the lower lash line too, just, you know, getting it to be similar. And now what I was thinking, I'm gonna do Secret, which is the green, and I think I'm just gonna put that, ah, that's so beautiful, on the lid and into the inner part of the crease. I'm really liking that. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner too. And I'm also gonna put that on the lower lash line, like meeting up with that smokiness. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of Entrance, which is the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna put that and lighten. I love layering mattes and creating ombres and, like, you know, lightening up and manipulating the shades. And I'm just gonna create a lighter green in the inner corner. And then on a flat EO9, I'm gonna do Seducing, which is like the warm light green metallic with lots of sparkles. And I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna spray it because I have mattes on now, and like I wanna make sure that it's like sticking to the mattes. If you're putting on a shimmer and you're not putting it straight on like the primer, you might need to spray it to make sure that it's like sticking down. So I'm gonna put that, oh, look at that. Where these meet. Ooh, yes. I love that. And then I'm just gonna dot a little bit on the edge to make sure that it's not too harsh on an edge. And I'm gonna go in with the EO7 again and a little bit of root, and I'm just gonna reapply out here to like enhance the lash line. But look at that. I put a little bit of the green shimmer here as well, and I did a little bit of Nabla eye pen. This one is in a Cupid's arrow in number 3. What a very descriptive name. So I'm gonna put the lash style on that I didn't wear in the video that I had on, I was gonna say Monday, but I don't know if it was Monday, beginning of the week. And this is Stealth Wealth, and this is the half lash style. This one is a little bit longer because I was like, maybe you wanna wear it as a longer half lash or you wanna wear it as a shorter half lash. Me personally, I love when it is a longer half lash. Some people love wearing it as is. That's why I wanted to give the option. And some people, like me, like to cut off a little bit. Remember to always cut off in the longer part because you want the taper in the inner part. Let me find my scissor. There is a little piece in the beginning just because these are handmade, and you cut off the little one so it doesn't poke you. You can see it's like, do you see? It's like standing out. I'm just taking that part off. And then at the outer part, you need to measure like how much do you want to take off. And I made these lashes in clusters, so it's very easy to know how much to take off. And I am just going to take off, I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to take off one cluster. So it's one cluster shorter. And then I'm going to put on glue on this one. And first time you're using these are of course a little bit fragile. All lashes are, but they're definitely not so fragile that you can't bend them. they're made to last and made to be reused. So the best thing to do is like bend them a little bit before first time you use them, because it's going to make them easier to put on. And then we're going to put some glue on. I like the duo glue. That's the green one. It doesn't have any latex. I'm a little bit sensitive towards latex, and it's also very affordable. And then we need to let it rest. You know, the best way to apply lashes is to not apply it when the glue is new and fresh. You need to let it dry down a little bit. And I'm not talking about 30 seconds here. I'm talking about a few minutes. Trust me on this one. Okay, so I went for a little bit of mascara, and the glue has changed colors. I'm gonna bend it a little bit more because again, this is the first time I'm wearing them. And let's put these on, and I'm starting with the, oh my god, can you see anything? I'm starting with the outer corner because again, these are half lashes. That is a little bit too far out. Let's move them in a little bit. That is perfect. And then I need my tweezers, and I'm gonna use my tweezers, and I'm gonna take the inner part and I'm gonna secure that one to where I want it to be. And then I usually use my finger and I lift them up a little bit. And then I let this dry down a little bit more, and then I will squeeze them together with the tweezer to make sure. So yeah, this is with and without, and I think this just gives the perfect lift and a little bit of drama without like taking over the look. Can you tell I'm very proud of the lashes that I created? So that is the finished look, and I gotta say, everything is looking really, really nice. I mean, of course, I love the eye makeup. I made it. It is literally something that I love, and I made it myself. So I'm a little bit biased about that. His cheeks are looking incredible, but I will say, they're still sticky. So I don't know about this highlighter. Where did I put it? Put it here somewhere. It's here somewhere in the area, in the zip code. Here it is. The NARS highlighter. It's very balmy, and it definitely stays a little, I think it definitely has dried down. It's not like my hair would get stuck to it, but it's a little bit too dewy for my liking. You know, I have a hair here somewhere. You know, that's the most annoying, when you feel like you have a hair and it's like, oh, here it is. I could feel it. So yeah, maybe a little bit more dewy, glowy, moisturizing than what I prefer. The blushes though, absolutely stunning, but they are definitely a blush highlighter hybrid. If you do not like a glowy cheek, those are not for you. But overall, everything is great. Foundation is feeling wonderful. I have no complaints. I think everything is really good. Just this part is like, looks great. Feels a little sticky Mike Stickerson. Just a smidgen. But I hope you like the look. Give me some thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave because I do upload quite a lot of videos still, and I love exploring colorful makeup, indie makeup, and all kinds of new products. Don't forget to check the description box for more details, and I will see you probably on Friday for a new video.